So good morning, everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me. My name is Panicos Nicolaou, and I am the CEO of Bank of Cyprus since 2019. Bank of Cyprus is the largest financial institution in Cyprus, and one of the few non-UK banks listed in the LSE since 2017. Yesterday, we shared with our investors our medium-term outlook in a room, I think, next to this room. The presentation was more detailed, was approximately 70 slides. I have chosen 8 to present here today, and apologies if they are too technical for some people. I will try to keep it as simple as possible. So how this works. Okay, starting with the first slide. So where we operate, Chris and Evgenios mentioned this before. We believe that we operate in a highly attractive market. Growth is expected to significantly exceed the average European levels, and as long as there are very low corporate taxes, as also Evgenios and Chris mentioned earlier, we believe that Cyprus can be an attractive destination for companies. I personally call it Cyprus can be a business hub for the region of Middle East and North Africa. And as well as there is a consolidated banking sector on the island, it is also a very, very liquid sector. One of the lowest loan-to-deposit ratios in Europe. Chris mentioned earlier about the liquidity of the banks. A few numbers: there are 52 billion of deposits and only 23 billion of loans. So let's go from where we operate to who we are. We are 124 years old. We are market leaders in the country, and our market leadership stretches across all sectors: traditional banking, low deposits, insurance, and also dominant in payment solutions. And all of this give us the market position to maintain good pricing discipline and profitability. And then going to why Bank of Cyprus. We believe that there are many reasons to be a shareholder in the bank. As I said before, we operate in a fast and growing economy. We are the market leader. We have a mature and diverse business mix with holistic offering, where we integrate banking, insurance, and payments, and this is very important. The bank is efficient, digital engaged with clients, and we have durable foundations, strong capital base, strong liquidity, very good asset quality, and an experienced and battle-hardened management team. So what we offer here, and as I said before, universal offering is key for us. And what you see here is a snapshot of our business. Retail business serves 3/4 of the population. Our corporate bank, with almost 5 billion loans, has a market share of more than 40%. We have over 170,000 of insurance clients. We are dominant in payment solutions, and our international arm, is the preferred financial partners of all these companies that choose Cyprus as their financial hub, as their business hub. So I will take you some years back, and I will explain what we have been through. and the journey we have been on since the financial crisis of 2013, the bank has changed beyond all recognition. We have lowered our NP ratio by 97%. 15 billion NP ratio. It was almost the GDP of the country at that time. We have significantly increased our capital ratios without resorting to new equity issuance since 2014. We have transformed our liquidity, and last year we returned to profitability, to meaningful profitability. So where we want to be? All these foundations that have been built over these years create the conditions for highest returns today. So yesterday we informed the investors and we have raised our return on tangible equity guidance from over 13% to over 17%. And to bring this in context with the European average, the European average and the European median for ROTE is 11.5%. We are benefiting from higher rates, of course. As a result of this, we expect to have sub 40% cost-to-income ratio, and our cost of risk, meaning our asset quality, remains robust and unchanged. And my last slide, where we want to be in 2025, because it's also very important and even is more important than where we are in 2023. By then, interest rate is expected to be normalized at the lower levels, but still we expect the bank to generate a return on tangible equity of more than 13%, combined with a capital ratios of almost 20%, 19% CET1, which is extremely important and high. So we will reduce our NP portfolio from 4% to less than 3% because it's already at the low levels. And yes, we are committed to pay dividends, 30 to 50% of our profitability. This year, after 12 years, we pay dividends for the first time out of the 2022 profits. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nicolaou. It's certainly, on looking at those slides, it's quite a turnaround since 2013, yes, when you were in effect had to be nationalised. So, I mean, what do you think lessons from 2013 have been learned? I mean, another bank had to close down completely, Nike. What do you feel about the lessons since 2013?
I think the lessons are very clear in terms of managing risk, managing asset quality, and investing in a prudent way. But at the same time, not just the lessons from 2013, but the lessons from since 2013 until today. So yes, we have to be able to take tough decisions, choose the right timing, and of course, have the team to deliver. And Bank of Cyprus has a great team.
And you might just add something on digitalization in banking. Digitalization in finance generally is a big growth area. Digitalization of payments, even cryptocurrencies. How do you see digitalization going? I mean, we've heard earlier that in some respects Cyprus has been a bit of a laggard in information technology. Is that also true in banking? And how will that develop?
I think banking is more developed than the general government. I mean, as a bank, we have 427,000 active users to our mobile app. It's almost half of the population. And I give two examples. We have what we call Quick Hub, which is a digital branch, which means that any client of the bank can actually do all the transactions, apply for a loan, get an insurance through our mobile application. And furthermore, we have developed a digital economy platform. We call it Genius, where business to business can interact between each other. consumers, with business, and of course, combine all with banking finance products. So I think the banking sector is well progressed on this, and this facilitates also the task of the government to speed up the digitalization of the country, because people are used to this.
I'm looking to see if anybody wants to ask any questions of Mr. Nicolaou. Let me just ask one more myself. Do you find? Oh, well, I'll come to you in a minute. But do you find Cypriot people interested in cryptocurrencies? Does it worry you at all?
I don't think I'm the right person to answer this. I don't see much traction, though. Yeah, okay. It doesn't worry me too much today.
Right, I think there's one question at the back there.
Hi there, I'm Joe Neofitu, Alpha Bank London. How is the exposure to Russians impacting the banking sector in Cyprus? And what is the bank doing to improve the AML perception internationally?
I think you said the right word, the word perception. Perception, it's perception and not reality. And I will just say that our group deposits, the exposure of Russia or Belarus is less than 1% of the group deposits. So it's more the perception than reality. And another proof of this is that is what I think Chris mentioned earlier, that in 2022, when the war started in Ukraine, many people believe that Cyprus will be one of the most impacted countries in Europe, almost collapsed, because of the perception that ties between Cyprus and Russia. And still we have 5.6% growth, one of the highest in Europe. And yes, I think the banking sector and the government, we need to work together to actually fight the perception and show what the reality is. And the reality is that it's far away from what many people believe about the country.
Yes, one last question.
First of all,
there is a microphone coming. Sorry.
Yeah, hi. I comment the gentleman before. I can attest that Cypriot banks are probably exceptionally rigid vis-a-vis KYC, probably to the level of piranha. So it's actually exactly the opposite of what people might think. A question to you, Panicos, is I see a very low loan-to-deposit ratio, which in a rising interest environment is probably not very good for profitability. Is that by design, or is it because of lack of projects, corporates that you're willing to lend?
No. Okay, currently, the high liquidity, it's actually very profitable today, because you know the surplus cash, you can actually deposit with ECB and earn a rate of 3%, 3.25%. I think there is no, I mean, at least talking about Bank of Cyprus, for the first quarter where we announced the results, our new lending was actually higher than the 2019 before COVID. So there is appetite. Yes, we see currently a little slowdown in terms of people making investment decisions for new projects, but definitely this is something that is not due because of the banking system. So I think all the banks are very liquid, very well capitalized, and they are willing to invest money. But it has to do also with the size of the economy. You remember in 2012, we were considered highly indebted. We had 72 billion of loans. Today you have 23. So it has been huge deleverage. So we need to find the balance. It will take some years, but we find the balance. But it's very important to have a very liquid banking sector. Very liquid banking sector. 52 billion deposits. So versus 23 billion of loans. So this provide opportunities for us.
And one last question at the back.
Yeah, I'm Darius Nassimi from Sazani Capital and from UK Central Asia Business Council. I just had a question. What are your thoughts on creating free trade zones in Cyprus and also an international financial centre to provide legal assurance for people to invest?
Okay, I don't think I'm the right person to answer this, but I'm definitely in favor of what you said. I think this probably will be a government initiative, but yes, we believe that the country, based on its location, based on its fundamentals, I think we can definitely be a financial and business hub from the region. So.
Okay, well, thank you very much
Thank you very much.
for that.